So last night I watched Caddo Lake. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name right. The film stars Dylan O'Brien, is directed by Celine Held and Logan George. Now this is a new movie and tells the story of a girl named Anna who goes missing, the search for her, and what Paris, Dylan O'Brien's character, a man who has gone through a pretty traumatic life. In the opening credits, I believe it's his wife that gets killed, or his mom. I was confused the entire movie. This movie, I went in blind. I didn't see a trailer. I saw one promo picture of Dylan O'Brien going through the lake on a boat. Anything with Dylan O'Brien these days, I'm bound to watch because I do think he's a really talented actor. This movie was very interesting. Obviously, I can't delve too much into it because that would contain spoilers for the movie. It wasn't a typical person goes missing, we have to find this person, or something bad is going to happen. It adds a science fiction element to it, which I wasn't expecting because I didn't watch the trailer. I didn't really look too much into the plot of the movie. But overall, I found myself very entertained and wanting a little bit more. I was very proud that it didn't spoon feed the audience or the viewer, tell you every little thing about how you're supposed to feel. It didn't hold your hand with exposition. A lot of movies these days do that, and I'm really not a fan of it. There were some really nice aerial shots of the lake. I don't know, I'm guessing it was from a helicopter or maybe a drone, and they had the drone, and it looked really cool is what I'm trying to say. If you're not a person that likes slow burn movies, you're not going to like this movie. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. It's about an hour and a half, hour 39. The editing is great. There's a lot of scenes where certain characters are just looking and observing, trying to understand what's happening. I really can't give much away because this is a really interesting premise. I've seen a lot of things like this before. The one movie that came to mind was a movie called Honora, which was last year, or this year. I don't remember what year it came out. The only thing in that movie I remember is the protagonist would go back in time and stop and kill terrorists. I think that was like a rough premise of the movie. It was definitely wild, and it didn't do very well, and there were some things I didn't really care about it, but that was that movie. It's a very fun mystery movie. At first, like the first 15 minutes, I wasn't really into it. Something I will say, if you don't like your stories to have a happy ending, you can maybe skip this. Just as a preface, I'm not saying it's an edgy Zack Snyder film, but unfortunately, something happens. It changes the course of the movie for me. There's a lot more questions than answers. It's not bad. I think it's more so that you have to go online, do some investigation, and trust me, the rabbit hole this delves into Reddit-wise is just insane. I'm not going back there again because my brain was like scrambled eggs. But overall, I really did enjoy this movie. It was definitely unexpected. I think I just thought of a typical, maybe like a worse version of Prisoners. If you haven't seen that, watch that, by the way. Turns 11 years old this year. But if you have seen it, please let me know your thoughts. If you haven't seen it, it's on Max, I believe. I cannot afford Max, so I went through different means. Well, yeah, anyway, bye.